the melody and the rhythm of the music around you, around you. I'ma take you there, I'ma take you there. So as you guys might notice, that was a weird intro. And yeah, my webcam broke, which was gay. So I bought an alpha off my friend just so I can provide you battles. Aren't I nice? So now he has Gliscor, I got Heatran. Not the best matchup. I got to switch into Pantheon. So for two reasons. First, dodge Earthquake. Second, if he sets up Stealth Rock, then I can switch in before. But he taunts, meaning I can't Toxic it. So Pantheon is pretty much useless in that matchup. I switch into Mance for two reasons: Intimidate and Outrage. Intimidate, since he had Hyper Cutter and Sword Stance, I know this is gonna Baton Pass, as the standard war set runs Sand Veil to help it with its walling capabilities. So I go Outrage, and it tears a nice 60%, I say, off Gliscor. And like I predicted, he Baton Passes. Now he goes into his own shiny Mence, and that just looks awesome. How mad does that look? Okay, he pulls off Intimidate, and since mine is the standard max speed Salamence, it's probably gonna outspeed or speed tie at worst, and I'm stuck on Outrage anyway. So, yep, I go for Outrage and I outspeed. I later talked to him on MSN, and he said he wasn't max speed. So yeah, it wasn't a speed tie. I go Outrage, and because of Intimidate, he lives. He goes Outrage, and because I didn't get Intimidate off, I don't live. And yeah, so he's up 6-5, pretty sure. Yeah, 6-5. Except his Salamence is pretty much dead, and it's stuck on Outrage. I switch into Mence. This Mence is a bit weird. It doesn't have the HB Ice because it's got Nasty Plant. Actually, that's not weird. That's standard. I prefer HB Ice a lot better, but it's Roulette, so you can't really say, oh, I'll use HB Ice. So I went for Fire Blast because I expected Gliscor to come in, and Fire Blast does more. Secondly, I expected Gliscor to come in because people usually like to keep a Death Folder to switch in and let it die, and also people like to keep Salamence as one because he's got Intimidate and Ground Resistance, and also Close Combat lowers my attack and special defense. So he switches into Uxie, I switch into Pantheon, and he goes Thunderbolt. Pantheon eats that up, and I'm predicting a switch out, so I use Toxic. And when Uxie was versing Pantheon, he should have Stealth Rocked, meaning that Pantheon, if I switch out now, can't come back in. You guys follow me? So he curses, and I switch into Ape. Ape can do heavy amount of damage with close combat, stabs and life orb and all that shit, and he's perfectly aware of this, so he's gonna try to get rid of Ape ASAP, and I use this to my advantage, knowing that he'll Body Slam or Earthquake next turn. So I go back into Pantheon and help rack up Toxic damage. So Toxic still really is just like tickling his Snorlax right now, not really doing very much. Too bad. Oh no, wait, Sandstorm would be bad because for my Pantheon. So I don't want to switch back into Infernape, even though I'm pretty sure he'll use like Crunch, because he might predict it, number one, and anyway, I've got the Sash on my Pantheon. But and secondly, I wanted to just hit it hard, so Toxic finally starts doing its thing. And as you can see, Toxic is hurting a lot more, doing a nice chunk. So I'm gonna switch on to Magma because he doesn't have Earthquake, or I don't think he does at this stage. And Magma resists both Body Slam and Crunch. So I switch back into Phantom now, predicting Stealth Rock. And like I said before, if he laid Stealth Rock up beforehand, then this match would have went completely different. I expect him to switch into Snorlax, because he expects me to Toxic his Oxy, and then if he switches in Snorlax while I Toxic, he can survive one Ixizel, and then crunch back. So that's why I Ixizel'd there. And anyway, even if he did stay in with Uxie, what's it gonna do? It can't touch my Phantom at all. And yeah, so I predict his Snorlax in coming in, and 2 Ixiels takes it down quick. And at this stage on MSN, he's just like, man, my Roulette team wasn't really built to take a Snorlax. I'm like, haha, funny. Not a Snorlax, a Shet Ninja. And I thought it was a joke, because Shet Ninja is a joke. But then he's like, nah, I'm serious. And he runs. I'm like, holy shit. What the hell? So anyway, White Ace told me to, alright, about the battle. It was not his fault. It's like running a monotype fighting team and then having a Scarf Togekiss come in and rape you. It's not your fault. You just were weak to the type. So anyway, White Ace told me to do my little talking thing at the end because it's boring. Well, that's what he said. So I'm like, okay, I respect the customers or the viewers, the audience's response. I'll do it at the end. And if anyone has trouble with Pokemon, like giving a few hints on a team or providing a few strategies or something like that, feel free to PM me. I'm helping a guy right now on by YouTube. Yeah. So tip of the day: keep your dev folders. And what I mean by that is, if like take the Ments for example, you should have switched out into something like, I don't know, Uxie. So he'll keep his Ments to die, so he can die later on, and plus put the Intimidate on. It's a really good way. It's a really good meat shield. And anyway, question of the day: give me a few ideas for making